Hey guys, it is Tuesday here in West Virginia, and I am doing an unboxing video on an M2 limousine set. I've actually never bought any of these limos before. I know they make a Merc limo, like the 49 Mercury style, 49 to 51 Merc style limo, and then there's I think a 58 Chevy, and then there's these 57 Chevys that just came out in they call it auto haulers. I don't know why they even call it that anymore. Release 80. I actually was hoping that we were going to get the 81 release at my Walmart, but we didn't. Still yet could come, but a lot of Walmarts have already gotten them. That's the set with the jacked up 4x4 Warlock and the Firebird crew cab Silverado, and I think it's got an OBS truck on the back of it. Could be a square body, I can't remember. But anyways, a sharp looking truck set. They're black with the gold bird on the hood. It looks like Smokey and the Bandit, if Smokey and the Bandit was not a Pontiac Trans Am and was a square body truck. But really slick looking. And then the Dodge set was the one I was anticipating. I just want the truck that comes with a open trailer with an old World War II Willys Jeep on the back of it, which technically now that is a Mopar, since Chrysler bought out AMC Jeep back in the 80s. But, I don't know, the old ones I'm not so much into. The new stuff I do like, the Wranglers or the Trackhawk or something like that. Really dig those. But anyways, let's get to it with the set that I have today. The Release 80 also had a Ford set. Had a COE single cab thing, hauler with an open flatbed trailer with a Mustang gasser on it. Then they had the Mopar set, which I probably should have gotten it besides this one. After I started looking at this one after I got home, I was a little more disappointed in it. It was really kind of wishing I would have gotten the Mopar set, and I may actually exchange this for the Mopar set or just sell it. But we are going to unbox it and look at these a little further because I've never bought a limo from M2 yet. But the Mopar set was the ramp back COE Dodge truck, like a mid-60s, and it had a Daytona NASCAR sitting behind it. So that was a really sharp looking set. I don't know why I didn't buy it, but anyways, I guess it was because these limos just popped. They jumped out at me. But yeah, now there's like buyer's remorse setting in. But anyways, cool set. I mean, it's a flamed box, and it has the bow tie emblem right in the middle, M2 emblem over here. Nothing on that side, and on this top corner, 14 plus, so it's an adult collectible. It says supercharged on the top, and these are limited to 9,000 pieces worldwide, so I guess there was not a chase version of this one. On the back, it has the bow tie with supercharged with the flame background, which looks really cool, actually. This would be a great backdrop for some pics of some like black Chevy muscle cars. And then you have the M2 logo again. The bottom side of the box has the bow tie with a supercharged again with all the warning for choking for small children and your GM licensing and M2 licensing and your barcode and where to find them online. So you got a gray limo and an orange limo, both done in the monochromatic with no chrome. These boxes are sealed with the round sticker. They only have one. I know some of the single cars in the boxes came with two stickers now. I showed you guys a long time ago that I had a round sticker here and just a piece of tape on the bottom of the single ones. Now they're using two round stickers. So kind of a different approach on it, which I think looks better anyways. But anyways, I'm undoing this one, and as I've always told you guys, you can just peel up the edge and pull on it. It's not going to tear your box or anything like that, and it will even help as a pull tab to pull out the end cap here. So we got all this stuff unfolded, and there's always a little PVC thing here to help keep the box or keep the showcase from wobbling around in the box, because they are pretty close to snug fit, but not 100%. There's like a 1/4 of an inch all the way around, it looks like. So I will push on this side and push him out. And then behind it, you had another bow tie. They really did a decent job on that box. I don't know. Maybe that's one of the reasons that I bought this. The box helped sell it to me. So there's your case, and these cases do open a lot easier than they used to. This one's almost already opened for me. They have the tabs, but I don't think they have as big of an ear on them as they used to. Ear is what I call it, like the little piece sticking out here, and none of them are broken. They're all there. They're just much easier to open than before. It used to be whenever I opened one of these hauler sets, if I opened the case, guaranteed I was going to break one of the tabs. So yeah, that's why, sorry, had to take a break to run over and grab the screwdriver, guys. That's why that pause was there. So we're going to go ahead and take one off. Since orange is my favorite color, I'm going to go ahead and pop the orange one off here. So we can take a better look at him. They're held down by Phillips head screws. And funny enough, this is a M2 screwdriver from one of their model kits. One of their older model kits. Now they're using a 4-sided screwdriver, which really is not that great. This screw, I think, is rounded off a little. But yeah, the new screwdrivers in the model kits are not that great. They have 4 sides, so it's really awkward to try to turn that thing. So I have hung on to some of my older ones, so whenever I get a model kit, I don't even use the screwdriver that they give us, because they're garbage now in my book. All the little corners these manufacturers cut to save cost. Now, here's the limo, and when I got home, and the reason I said I was a little bit disappointed, because I started noticing that it's a rear engine, which I thought was kind of lame, because I thought this thing was going to be laid out on the inside with, like, I don't know, a bunch of different seats, maybe some wraparound seats with a bar or something, some really exotic interior, but it's not. It's got a cage in it, and the cage really is not that extensive. And you can see the header pipes sticking out the rear windows on either side. And it is tubbed. It has a, I don't know, like a mag style black wheel. And these wheels on the rear, I don't know, they're not even as deep as what some of the Pro Street cars are that I buy from M2. The hoods do not open, I don't believe. Oh, maybe it does. Okay, here we go. And it opens up to show a stock engine. Like an old, I know, probably would be a 265 for 57. And the red headlights look kind of cool. That's kind of an evil look. The front of it looks kind of aggressive. It still has some little bit of gold trim, like outlining the bumper there. And your Chevrolet in gold. The bullets are in black. Everything else is black. All the side trim, everything here. And no opening doors. Huh, does that open? No, it doesn't. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed in it, honestly. But yeah, it's cool. The hood opens, but why in the hell would they have the stock 265 here and then this rear engine blower motor? It does not make any sense at all. So yeah, I just wanted to get a closer look at it. The base, it is metal. I just wanted to be sure. I thought maybe for a second it was plastic. They are heavy. They're beefy casting, but shit, they should be. They're like 5 inches long. So it's a pretty big car. But not what I was hoping for. I was hoping for something that had, like your regular limousine interior, the motor in the front, and maybe the doors opened in the rear. And as I mentioned, maybe see some kind of an exotic interior. And then here's the black one. I'm not even going to take him off of the base because, as I said, I'm probably going to return it and swap it for the Mopar set, or just sell it as is, sell them separately. But yeah, it doesn't make any sense why the stock engine's in the front, why they even made the hood open. A lot of times they don't even have the hoods open on their cars anymore, so that just seems to be a waste. When they should have sealed a hood, they didn't, and when they shouldn't, they do. So it doesn't make much sense. But yeah, that's it, guys. Hate to have this as the last video for 2024. I was going to do my 2024 favorites, and I'm still going to do that, but it's not going to be like it used to be, where I have a bunch of different manufacturers and, I don't know, a bunch of the cars. Different cars that I usually have, because I was a little more diverse earlier this year, and I was really diverse last year, but this year I've kind of set my focus on just Mopar, and then I pick up the occasional thing at Walmart that is not Mopar and pass it on to a buddy or sell it or something like that. Sometimes I'll get an oddball car that just grabs my attention and I'll keep it. And I have my side collect of like Kingswood estate wagons and stuff like that. Some race cars that I have that are like non-Mopars, you see there. Gassers and some funny cars from back in the old drag strip demons line up and stuff. Things like that. Occasionally I'll pick up. Mostly it's Mopar if I'm keeping it. But anyways, tomorrow on New Year's Day, I'm going to just bring out like two cars to start with that were shockingly surprising for me, how nice they are and how well the price is, and they're brands that we've never heard of, at least not heard of, that are mainstream here, such as like Street Weapon, and also Stance Hunters. Those are just not names that we hear all the time here. But anyways, I got one from each of those companies that are beautiful. They're two of my favorite cars of the year. And then I have some other ones that are like favorites that I picked up this year. And yes, it's going to be all Mopar, of course. But I will bring that video out for January 1st of the new year, 2025. So be sure to tune in for that if everybody's not hungover too much from New Year's Eve parties. But I think I'm going to pass on drinking this year. But yeah, anyways, guys, have a safe and happy New Year. If you are drinking, get a designated driver and just be safe out there. And I will see you guys again tomorrow with my 2024 favorites. Thanks for watching, guys.